Welcome back to another live. I'm super excited. I feel like every single time we start this live, I always say I'm super excited. But genuinely, I am excited to always
You're
come to this live.
excited.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about transfers, preseason games, and many more. Let's see what the conversation takes us. But let's start with transfers first. Luis
Yeah.
Diaz is a Bayern Munich player. What
Yeah. We
number is it?
saw
What jersey is wearing? He's wearing the number 14. Fun
we saw
fact, a lot of players are
yeah.
wearing the number 14 this year.
Why?
A lot of new
Why?
sign, a lot of players are wearing
Who,
number
which
14.
other signing is wearing number 14?
Gyökeres is wearing number 14.
Apart from Gikeres, obviously.
Of course, Rashford is wearing number 14 for Barcelona. Luka
Oh my
Modric is
god.
wearing number 14 for AC Milan. Luis
Wow.
Diaz is wearing
That's
number
a
14
lot.
for Bayern
That
Munich. Desiree
that's a
Doué is
lot.
wearing number 14 for PSG. There's something about this number 14
That's
jersey, bro.
five. That's five people
There's
wearing
something
number
about
14.
this number 14 jersey. But congrats to Luis Diaz. We saw it coming. It was a done deal a long time
Yeah,
ago.
that's
He's
a
wearing the
good
number
signing.
14. I wish him the
Very,
best.
very good signing. Hello, SSB.
Yeah,
Very, 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 very good signing
that's
for
a great
Bayern.
signing. That's a great
Yeah.
signing for them. And
Yeah.
I was watching some clips of Luis Diaz today, all the dribbles, the goals, and the
Already
memories being
you've
at
already watched him.
the
What memories
memories,
do you want?
the memories being at Liverpool and all the good games and stuff he gave us. Nice.
He said,
Edithia was
"Yeah,
number
you're
14,
number
yeah.
14."
But now some ballers are wearing number well, Rashford is okay, but some ballers are wearing number 14. Yeah, I mean, you can't lie. There's something about this number 14. Mbappe is wearing the number 10. What do you think? Number 10. That's exciting, bro.
That's a
Finally.
good number. That's a
Yeah,
good number.
that's a great number. That was Modric's number. So he's now wearing the number 10. Modric used to wear the number 10. That I guess that 9 will go to whoever they sign as a striker, or maybe Gonzalo
Exactly.
Garcia. I don't know if Gonzalo Garcia has a future with this squad. Maybe Gonzalo Garcia will be the new number 9, but we will see. More to come from that. And then Xhaka is back to the Prem.
Sunderland. And maybe we need to. I know I've been telling you about Sunderland, but it's like you've been laughing a bit and saying, "Oh, you like Sunderland." But these
Yeah.
guys are moving. They are moving seriously.
Mm-hmm.
They are moving seriously. Nobody's looking at them. And I have this feeling that the same attitude Nottingham Forest had when they
Mm.
first came into the league, like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
we'll do all we can to stay here, buy
Mm-hmm.
players, right? They are doing well. They've signed Xhaka. They signed them. Is it Henderson? They
Henderson,
signed
I've
Henderson,
not
right?
seen anything. I've not seen any news on that.
What?
Which Henderson?
Okay, but anyways, they are going in for Chelsea McGill.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Exactly. They spend over 130 million on transfers.
That's
Obviously,
good.
they sold Joe Bellingham, which gave them some money. But
Yeah.
maybe we can talk about Sunderland towards the end of the stream.
But big ups to Sunderland, I mean, for signing
Yeah,
Xhaka. That's
yeah,
interesting. It's nice
yeah.
to see Xhaka back in the Prem. OSIMHEN is a new Galatasaray player. The deal was done a long time ago. But I
Yeah,
watched the video of the same chant that they did when he first came in as a loan player. They gave him the same
yeah.
chant again. He's back to Galatasaray. He
Wow.
said it's not about
Fully.
money. He said it's not about money for him. It's about the love for the club. He loves being there. We had a
Okay.
talk about OSIMHEN. I don't know if it was yesterday we
Mm,
spoke about OSIMHEN and we're like, OSIMHEN should be a
yeah,
player that should be in the Prem. But and
yeah.
what is his motivations for going to Galatasaray? Is this a thing where he's going to Galatasaray, he's going there, and then that's like his pre-club before the main club he wants to go to, and it's just
Mm,
like a stop on his way in the journey of his career. But then,
yeah.
given the amount of love he personally has for this club, he might end up being
Mm,
a Galatasaray legend, right? He might end up staying there for many,
mm,
many seasons and end up being a legend at the club. I personally feel he's just really good, and I would just love him to be on a bigger stage and just show
mm,
how great of a player he is, because he's a wonderful striker, one of the best in the world. If you
yeah.
look at all the top 10 strikers in the world, Osimhen fits in that list, and
You have to call us in.
that's not even me
Yeah,
gassing him up. That's just a fact,
yeah,
right? Osimhen is
yeah,
really good.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
wish him the best at Galatasaray. We'll support him
yeah,
because obviously he's Victor
yeah.
Osimhen, man. No matter where he is, I'm a fan. I'll
So
definitely support Osimhen.
so on Sunderland, SSB is pointing. I say Has Sunderland spent more than Manchester United in this window? Sorry, I said Henderson. I mean Diarra is a midfielder, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are the signing of Sunderland. Let me just read it out quickly, then we'll move.
Mm-hmm.
Sunderland have signed Habib Diarra, which was
Mm-hmm.
someone that so many people were going for from Strasbourg. They
Mm-hmm.
signed Simeon Adingra from
Oh, they
Brighton,
signed that Dingra. I remember that signing. Yeah.
24 million. They signed another midfielder, Enzo Lefield from
Mm-hmm.
AS Roma, decent. They signed a right winger,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they've signed left, which
Mm-hmm.
is Adingra. They signed right. They signed two central midfielders.
Yeah.
They signed how am I saying two central, three central midfielders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Noah Sadiki, I don't know where it's from Union, maybe it's Union Berlin, Union SG, and they signed Xhaka as a defensive midfielder. So they've
Hmm.
signed, and they signed a left back from
Mm-hmm.
Atletico Madrid,
Mm-hmm.
right? Mandavia. So they've signed one, if I'm not wrong, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. They signed seven players. What about? I'm not sure it's more than Manchester United though. I'm having
But they've signed a lot of
50,
players.
55. Yeah,
They are
55,
really serious about staying back in the Prem.
55, 80. Yeah, maybe around 120 million pounds, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, expenditure is 130 million pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the players they've bought on, right?
But we all know them signing players doesn't guarantee that they stay in the Prem.
But it gives them a higher chance.
It still depends on the coach and how he's able to
It
use the
gives
players he give
the
them.
Sunderland's coach is decent. I watched the playoff. He's decent with the way
Mm-hmm.
he plays. Now, if he's not good enough, these owners will fire him.
By December because they want to stay.
They will fire him. It's obvious. They are moving mad, right? The last time they were in the Premier League was 8 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
right? They've signed more than that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Sunderland is more serious than Brentford, Bournemouth, even West Ham.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what? So that's what I'm
They have
saying.
a chance. They have a
One of those
chance.
clubs will go down. Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
have a chance. Osimhen's career will not be judged by his contribution to the national team. Hmm, I guess. But Osimhen, I wish him all the best with his move to Galatasaray. So yeah, that's just it
yeah,
about Osimhen and his
yeah.
decisions. But yes, let's move on. Manchester United target Kolomwani. Um, but he's already anyways. Manchester United have Kolomwani as a target, right? But Kolomwani has agreed a deal to join Juventus on a 5-year contract. So yeah, given that Kolomani might most likely stay at Juventus, United are
Yeah.
thinking possibly they might look to signing Oli Watkins. So that's a possible signing for them. So we'll see. I don't know. Manchester United have definitely been in the news looking for a striker, and I think this whole Sesko thing might be too expensive for them. Maybe internally they've discussed
No.
and
So
realized this is too
today,
much for them. But I
so
don't know.
so today, so today, they've actually started talks to sign Sesko.
Mm-hmm,
They've started talks to sign Sesko today,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
mind you. So there's a high probability they are going to sign Sesko, right? Because they've started
There's a
talks.
probability they are going to sign Sesko. We don't know where
They
Sesko
are
will go.
going. They are going. No, he's going to Man U. He wants to go to Man U.
Sesko came out and said yes to Man U and said no to
He didn't.
Newcastle.
He didn't. He didn't come out and say,
Mm-hmm.
but some reports, like one or two journalists, has indicated that his preference. He will
It's
take
Man
his
U.
time, but at the same time, he's going to Man U. They've opened talks with Leipzig. Now, the condition Newcastle gave was if Sesko tells them he wants to come to them, then they will submit something to Leipzig,
Yeah.
right? But nothing has been said to Newcastle, and Man U has opened talks with Leipzig. So what does that mean?
It means Sesko has kind of said yes to Man U
Yeah, so that's
behind the
it.
scenes.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But anyways, we'll move on from that. I mean, if Sesko goes to Man U, it's still good for them. It's good. Newcastle, I
Yeah.
watched their preseason highlights of their preseason game today, the one they lost, and
Mm-hmm.
don't they need a striker? Osula, I don't think Osula will be a good fit for them going into next season. They know that for sure, but then they really need a striker. Looking at the chances, the chances they were creating and just not having that Isak. You can see just how instrumental Isak is to Newcastle.
Mm,
That loss of
mm.
Isak, it might have a big impact if they're not able to find a good enough striker that can help them. I think it might actually impact them going into the 2025-2026 campaign for sure.
Yeah,
Hato is
yeah.
on a plane to London. Yeah, you guys signed Hato. Hato is a here we go. We
Yeah.
already knew that player. You guys were going to sign that player. So yeah, that's a here we go.
Anything we touch turns into gold.
You guys are serious about signing players. When you guys want a
Any
player,
any
you lock in. You lock
anything
in.
Chelsea touches turns into gold. We
Mm-hmm.
went for the Club World Cup. It's a gold trophy. It's gold. It's back in
Mm,
Stamford Bridge, right?
yeah.
So
You guys were
it's pure
shaking in
gold.
the booth,
It's
but
pure
fair.
gold. It's pure
Fair,
gold.
you
It's
won
pure
it.
gold.
If you guys lost
So
it, you'll be talking differently, but fair. Whoever ends up with Nicolas Jackson will finish lower.
oh my days.
Honestly,
Oh my.
if Nicolas Jackson goes to Newcastle, I don't know if that's a good signing for them. I can't really speak
Why?
on that signing. I don't know. The Newcastle I'm looking at, I don't. And well, this is just preseason. This is just preseason. We don't know how they'll do in season.
I will
I
tell
don't
you
know.
something.
I don't know if that's a
Hmm?
good signing for them.
For Nicolas Jackson, he needs a coach that can really help him with finishing. That's all he needs.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. You see that composure. Someone I don't know if Eddie Howe can do it, but the guy at Aston Villa helped him. He's the one that brought him out, brought in that striker because he was a winger before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Started using him as a number 9, brought out that sort of. It's not like he was, but he did okay under Emery, right? So that's why Emery wants him. There's talk at Aston Villa that should they get Nicolas Jackson, or they would get Nicolas Jackson if Oli Watkins go. But Oli Watkins is not leaving, right? So I don't know if Eddie Howe can bring out something in Jackson. There's a player in there,
Mm-hmm.
right? There is a player in there. He's not like, I know we criticize him a lot, but the thing I look at is you are always in a position to score. You find yourself in a position to score. You are not scoring. That's the thing you need. I watch Ekiteki today. It's not going to be smooth sailing in the Premier League. You guys need Isak.
I
You
don't think
guys need
so.
Isak.
Mm,
You
mm.
don't think it's going to be smooth sailing, or you agree with me?
I don't think he's going to be smooth sailing.
That's it.
Yeah.
I saw someone like, brother, you need to be prepared. Be
Mm.
prepared to receive the ball. It's not
But
like you are
to be fair, on
anyway, he's learning to
on
play with the
Ekiteke's
teammates
defense,
anyway. So
To defend Ekiteke, I feel like
yeah,
this is his debut. This is
yeah.
preseason.
A
He's
lot
new
of
to the
pressure.
squad. I feel like if
Yeah,
guys like Florian Frimpong, they've had so many training sessions with the team. There's
yeah.
just that chemistry. They kind of know where people will be. They kind of have that link. They kind of have that bond with the team
Frimpong
already.
was good. Frimpong
Frimpong, you
was
see
good.
the way Frimpong was playing, see the way Witz was playing. Those guys are
Was
really good.
good.
They are really great players, but they've already had time with the team. I feel like Ekitike is a player that
So
you can't judge him by this game. Do you get what I mean?
okay.
You can't look at this game and be like, it's gonna be smooth sailing for him in the Prem. I don't think you can, because this game he has not had
Okay.
enough training with the team, and this game was not. It's
Joao,
preseason. It's not enough.
him and I'll ask you this question. Before Joao Pedro played his first game, you can't
Mhm.
compare them. And when Ekitiki played his first,
You
who
can't
had more
compare
training
them.
with the team?
You can't compare them. You
Okay.
can't compare them.
Okay, we can't compare them, but
You
I'll
actually
say Joao
can't.
Pedro had less training than Ekitiki. But anyways, Joao Pedro is used to
So
playing in the Premier.
yeah, Joao Pedro might be used to the
So
pace,
he's
right?
used to the pace. I
Premier League
think
teams have a faster
Ekiteke,
pace.
yes, Ekiteke needs to be used to the pace. I think that's the
Mhm.
only thing, right?
Yeah,
That's it.
that's just it.
So
I don't think
yeah,
you can really judge. Ekitike has the
yeah,
movement, but he looks so nervous for some reason.
yeah,
Salah
yeah,
played him in for
yeah.
two one-on-ones and he couldn't control it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Like,
I see what you're saying.
be ready.
Hmm.
You have firepower at your back. You can receive
Yeah,
that ball at any time.
he just
But I
moves
think
quick. Hmm.
with time, there's pressure on him. With time, but if someone like Isak comes, or when Isak comes, that pressure will be reduced because he will come off the bench.
He's not
He
the
knows that
main guy.
yeah, that pressure is on Isak. He will now
Mhm.
find his stride and everything, right?
Yeah, but I feel like we really need Isak, bro. We really, really,
Mm,
really need Isak. I feel like we need two things. If I'm going to think about what Liverpool need, we need Isak,
yeah.
we need a
Mm.
center back. Defensively,
Center back again.
looked horrid today. because
But
we're playing Van Dijk,
And Van Dijk now.
we're playing Van Dijk and Konate, and we
Yeah.
still looked bad defensively.
No, but you had this guy at the
Bradley
side. What
and
Bradley? Bradley is not.
Kekes.
I don't really rate Bradley. I don't know, but
Why?
it's
Why
like
don't you rate Bradley?
your coach likes Bradley.
Bradley is good. I don't. Why don't you rate Bradley? What's bad about
Okay, we
Bradley?
say okay, maybe it's when
This
Bradley
guy.
was there. They scored. It's when Bradley was there. They scored that one goal.
No, but that goal, the way we're playing, I just feel like we're just playing too high, and they exploited it. We're keeping this high line, but and they exploited it somewhat. That's how I
But
see
you
it.
guys, last season, did you guys play any high line?
We did, but when we lose the ball, we kind of
You
fall back
close back
and
quickly.
close the space and stay compact, right? We block any kind of like quick transitions and stuff. But then they took they quickly turned over the ball, sent the ball forward, and the guy finished it, and that was cool. Plus, the person that was keeping wasn't even Allison. The person keeping was our second keeper. You know,
I know
so at
that
the end of
guy's
the day,
been
you can't really
a,
judge. You
ba-
can't really
a
judge per se.
basket. It's been a basket.
But the guys look good today. Preseason game wise, I really enjoyed it. The guys look
But
decent.
the thing is that, anyways, the guys you guys play are the champions in Japan,
Mm.
right? I know people say, oh, particularly when he said he won something in Japan, they say, oh, does he reach Japanese trophy? But they are a decent club.
Mm-hmm.
They are a decent club. They are a
Mm-hmm.
decent club. The guys you play, they are decent.
Yeah,
Right?
they're
They say
okay.
Liverpool
They're
was
okay.
more of a mid block last year. Exactly. You guys are mid block.
Yeah.
AB say SSB saying Nunes needs to be sold. He doesn't care. I thought, like, where did you guys use him today?
We
Nunes
used
was the
him.
guy that cut his hair, right?
Yes, that was Nunez.
What was that all about? Is he turning a new leaf or what? What was that about?
That's his personal business, what he decides to do with his hair. But then Nunez, the way I don't know, Nunez, I just feel like this is this he's
He missed a
he's
chance
had
that I feel
three.
like he should have scored.
I feel like he should have scored, but he just took a bad touch. He has had 3 seasons at the team, and it just doesn't feel like he's getting better. And that's
He should
my
go to
hesitation with
Saudi.
Nunez.
He
My
should go
hesitation
to
with
Saudi.
Nunez just feels like he's not getting better season to season, and I don't know
Mm.
what else needs to improve with his game and how much time he needs to give Nunez. But I don't feel like Nunez is a guy that can stay in this club long if we're serious about winning stuff, winning trophies, and we're serious about our striker. I think Nunez is a player that we just need to let go of. Chiesa is out of the squad. Chiesa is going to leave. Nunez is right there with the
Oh,
people that are
Chiesa
leaving the club.
was not part of the squad at all.
Yeah, he was not part of the squad. He's going to leave. And then who else is there? I mean, Luis Diaz has gone, so that's it. Anyways, Liverpool and Isak have agreed a 5-year deal. Talked about that. What 30 million euros?
Mm.
Negotiations with Newcastle are yet to start, but we're just waiting for that Liverpool and Newcastle to really have that convo. And then once the deal advances, we'll know if Isak could be a new Liverpool player or if Isak could not be a new Liverpool player. But I still feel like Isak is going to come to Liverpool. I don't see any distractions with this. I don't think anything will happen with this deal. I still see it happening. So we'll see. I don't know how much they want, but Newcastle have drawn up a 3-man wish list of new recruits to be funded by Isak's proposed transfer fee, which is going for 150 million pounds. That's how much they are leaning to sell Isak for to Liverpool. But this is by the blog I don't trust. These guys, Ficharges blog,
Fifty charges.
they're
Those
always saying
guys are
that. I don't
dust.
trust them.
Those guys are
So
dust.
the replacements that they're thinking about,
Mm.
um, Sesko is one of those replacements. They're
Sesko
also,
obviously is not going there,
yeah,
so
but we
that's
see
right.
Sesko is one of the guys they're thinking
Yeah,
of buying.
yeah,
They're also thinking
yeah,
of using that money to buy Barella, and they're
yeah.
thinking of using that money to buy a player from Leverkusen called Piero Henkapi. Those are the guys they're thinking of buying as they're pushing forward, preparing for that Champions League campaign.
One
So
fifty million. Are they sure they will get 150 million?
I don't think they'll get 150 million. I know Liverpool will stop at 120 million pounds, and
They
I
will
don't
not
think
get 150.
we would exceed 120 million pounds. I don't think so. But
And
we
and
see.
the funny thing is, I was
Mm,
reading like a report from a
mhm.
journalist that reports for Newcastle, right? And he
Yeah,
said, why is it that everybody at Newcastle is surprised when the player gave you a year's notice?
that he's going to go. That was his
Yes,
last
the player
season.
he gave them a year's notice saying, oh, that last season, at the start of that last season, he told them clearly, this would be my last season. I want to move to a club where
Mm-hmm.
I can win the big trophies, Premier League, Champions League, whatever trophies he wants to win, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they just felt, oh, we'll see. That's why they were kind of like, oh, we have to finish in Champions League. Maybe usually trying to convince him
Mm-hmm.
to stay, right? But he's already told you he's going. It's just like somebody putting in his resignation. He's found
Mm-hmm.
a new job. Then you now say, oh, you're not trying to convince the person to stay. Like it makes no sense.
Even if you're going
Brothers,
to convince the person to stay, there has to be a good
yeah,
enough incentive to make the person feel like, yeah, I'm going to
exactly,
stay. When Isaac came out and said,
exactly.
I want 300K weekly, I feel like they should have taken that as a very serious thing and be
They are
like,
not going to
we'll
pay
give you
him
300K,
300K.
stay your
They are
necessary
not,
for our Champions League campaign. But
yeah, they are not going to pay
I
him
don't think they'll pay him that
300K.
amount of money. Anyways, let's talk about
Yeah.
Donnarumma. Chelsea, City, and United are all kind of interested in Donnarumma. Wait,
Lie.
before you say that, let me finish this. Let me finish it. Chelsea,
Mm,
City, and Donnarumma are all Chelsea, City, and United are all interested in Donnarumma, but they have
mm,
competitions from Galatasaray and Al Ittihad. And
mm,
Al Ittihad and Galatasaray are
mm.
expected to offer Donnarumma 20 million euros in annual salary. I don't know how true this is.
Good luck to Donnarumma. He should go to Saudi Arabia. Chelsea are not interested. What's it? Manchester City, are they on the list? How can they be interested? They don't sign James Trafford. This is clearly his agent putting out this nonsense,
Mhm.
trying to get a new contract for his clients.
But is James Trafford
Brother,
going to be the main keeper at City, or is he second
we
keeper?
don't know. We don't know.
Exactly, you don't know. So Donnarumma
But
could be the main keeper. Ederson could leave.
he's not going to be the main. Ederson
Because
is staying.
Ortega is old. Ederson has
Ortega
been
is the
linked
one
to a move to
leaving.
Galatasaray.
Kingsley,
That's no.
eh,
I'm just telling you what the rumors are saying.
it
We're
is a
discussing transfer
lie.
rumors. You can't
Kingsley,
say.
Chelsea are not interested in Donnarumma. They've
Mm-hmm.
come out to say they are not interested in Donnarumma.
Mm-hmm.
It's just his age. See, so what is happening now is they've signed a keeper from Lille,
Mm-hmm.
right? That guy is good. He's good. If you check his stats, I'm not really watching highlights or anything.
I've
If
seen
you
his
check his
stats.
stats and
Chevalier,
everything,
Lucas Chevalier.
he's good.
Mm-hmm.
He's good, right? So now PSG are wise. They've signed him and kept it and said, okay, in case you want to misbehave, Donnarumma, you have 1 year left on your contract. Anyway, this brother is here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you signing this new contract we're giving you? He wants big money. Okay, we
Mm-hmm.
can't give you big money. Sorry. They've passed that. PSG now are trying to everybody's trying to operate on salary caps. We're not being stupid anymore. Do you
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying? Performer, everything is all about performance based,
Yeah.
right? So they've signed that guy now. If Donnarumma misbehaves, he becomes number one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But anyways, PSG. Speaking about PSG, they're thinking of signing Gavi
Yeah.
from Barcelona, and they're thinking of offering 80 million euros for Gavi.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think Barcelona will be open to sell Gavi, right? But what what the report is saying is they are open
Mm,
to sell Gavi, but
yeah.
Gavi doesn't want to leave. He actually wants to stay at Barca. So I don't know what's happened with that. I don't know if they need Gavi because when I think of
What do they
Gavi,
need Gavi for?
anyway, maybe Gavi will come in to replace Fabian Ruiz. But what do they need Gavi for? Because they have Vitinha. When I think of Gavi, I think of what Vitinha is doing, and I just kind of draw parallels and be like, Gavi and Vitinha are somewhat similar in terms of their
It
function on
might
the team.
it might
Or
it
maybe
might be
to
something
replace Fabian Ruiz or be a deputy to
Ruiz.
Vitinha.
Yeah, yeah. Probably is a good replacement for Fabian Ruiz if Fabian
Mhm,
Ruiz is leaving, right? So reading some comments, AB saying Isaac Nunes is SSB saying Nunes is 26. Maybe saying Isaac is leaving. Isaac will go for 135 million. Newcastle needs a traditional nine. AB saying Newcastle should use the Nottingham methodology, buy five top players outside the top five clubs. They should go for players like Mateta, Grealish. Exactly,
mhm.
exactly, right?
Barca open for anything. They are
Exactly.
broke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not a bad advice to be honest, right? Because this rejection of Newcastle is just becoming ridiculous.
That
It's
team
because
players don't want to go to Newcastle.
it's becoming yes, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's terrible. It's terrible because it's first started from even long before they were the first to go and put in a bid for Joao Pedro.
Mm.
What happened? It felt like it was rejected. 2 days later, Chelsea came, gave 60 million, signed, done.
Mhm.
Another person, like so many people that they've put in bid for,
They
nothing.
just don't. They just don't have that pool.
Take it,
They just don't
take it,
have
take
that
it,
pool.
gone.
They are, it just feels like they're a
Lukaku is going.
mid-table. They feel
Sesko,
they give
Sesko, no,
mhm.
mid-table vibes.
They give
Sesko,
mid-table team that is overperforming. Do you get what I mean? It's just like if Nottingham Forest finish top 4, top 5.
Kingsley, should I tell you
Nobody really
something?
want to go to Nottingham Forest. If
No,
Nottingham
let me
Forest and
even
Chelsea
let
are
me
going
even
for the same player, the player will go to
I
Chelsea.
know, but let me tell you something good about Nottingham Forest.
Mm.
Mm? When Nottingham Forest want to sign a player, Nottingham Forest have made signings. When they want to sign a player, they sign players and they go for good. There are players out there. You
You
must
don't.
not go for big names.
But
They want to sign big names.
you're missing the point. The point is
Yeah,
Newcastle are a Champions
yeah,
League team.
yeah.
When you think of Newcastle these days, you can't deny it. They're a top 4, top 5 team. Every
Yeah.
season to season to season, they strive to get top 5, top 4 season to
Mm,
season, right? And they've been doing pretty well at achieving that since they've gotten Eddie Howe. So
true.
now they're trying to redefine their aim and the purpose of the club. We want to
Yeah,
compete in Europe. We want to compete
yeah,
in the league. So in order for
yeah.
us to compete, we need to get
We need
very
big
good
players.
players. We need to bring
Yeah,
big game players into the team. But the problem now is they don't have that pool going
true,
against other top clubs to get
true,
really good
true, true,
players.
true.
A player like Joao Pedro could have easily come to Newcastle,
But
but
yeah,
Chelsea is a preferred choice for him, and you
yeah,
can't blame
obviously.
him for that because he wants
And
that.
even they were in for the lap too.
When you look at it, you give a player Chelsea
Yeah,
and Newcastle and tell them to pick a young player. Of course, the young player will go
obviously.
to
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Big
You give a
Chelsea.
player
True, you're right.
Newcastle
Yeah,
and Manchester United, and you tell him to pick. Of course, the player
yeah,
will go to United, even though United
yeah,
clearly have been underperforming compared to
yeah.
Newcastle. To them, it's not
You're
just
right.
about
You're right.
it's not just
You're
about
right.
performance of the club. To them, it's
Yeah.
about the club I played for. I played for United. I
Exactly. You're
played for
right. You're right.
Chelsea.
You're
There's
right. You're
some
right.
heritage there playing for those
You're
clubs. So
right.
it's like
You're right.
it's just what
So
it is.
so so that means AB is right when he says they should probably go for pluck out some people from the top five, people that they don't want. Grealish would be open to going to Newcastle.
But do they need Grealish? What do they need Grealish for at Newcastle?
Grealish can play as a 10. That was what he played
They don't
originally.
they don't need a 10. They play with 2 8s and a 6. Grealish is not a
Okay,
good fit
true,
for Newcastle. Gordon is
true,
even
true,
I will
true.
take Gordon over Grealish. They are
Over
almost
Grealish.
what
Okay.
what has Grealish done for Man City? He's not even a starter at City. You're telling
No,
Newcastle
but
that is a
no,
top
but
team
and
in
it's
the EPL to go for
okay.
a player that's not a starter at
And
City.
anyways, they've signed a Langa. They don't need them. I wanted to say if they should go for Makati, but they've signed a Langa, so they don't need Makati. Do they need Nkunku?
I don't even
They
think they
don't.
need Nkunku. Right now, when I look at that
They need
squad,
Jackson. Do they
I
need
think
Jackson? They don't need Jackson.
honestly, they actually don't need Jackson. They
Even
actually don't need
the
Jackson.
guy from Juventus that they were going
Not like
for.
they don't need
What
Jackson. They need a striker, but I don't even think Jackson is a good fit.
the guy they were going for, this guy that played for PSG, what's his name? This French boy that we just talked about now.
Which French boy
What's
is
his
that?
name? Remind me. The one that left PSG and went to Juve. That's
Oh,
played in Juve.
Kolomwani.
They want Kolomwani. Kolomwani is not going to go there. He's going to stay back in Juve or whatever club he is now, right?
Mhm.
So that's it. Right? So that's what AB is saying. Grealish can play 10. He was a 10
We know Grealish
but
can play
they
10,
don't
but they
they don't
don't
have
need
a
him.
10. They don't
They
play,
don't
they
they
don't
don't
play with a
play like
10.
that,
But
right? They don't need him.
are you telling me even as a winger, Gordon is better than Grealish?
I would take Gordon over Grealish, bro. I would take Gordon over Grealish. When was the last time you saw Grealish start for City?
But they don't use him.
Why? Why is Pep not
Because
using Grealish?
it doesn't fit what Pep is trying to do.
And what makes you think Grealish will come to Newcastle and fit with what they are trying to do either? To be
Grealish is
honest,
a good
when I think
player.
about
He's been
Grealish,
he was an excellent player before Pep got him.
what's the keyword? Was. You're using the keyword
Yeah,
was.
he
Grealish should leave.
he's
He
used
should leave the
out
league.
of position. He
He should
was
leave
used
the
out of
league. He should
position
go to.
for
He should go to
for
a
four
different
years.
league at this point.
No,
If
but
Grealish can't get signed to a mid-table
I
team
know.
in the
Yeah,
EPL, he should leave the league.
yeah. Okay,
He,
it's okay. AB is even saying Grealish should not even accept a Newcastle move.
fair.
He's
You
bigger
won't
than
go
his
accept the
club.
Newcastle. That's
He's
even fair.
bigger than.
That's fair.
But what I'm telling you that he's to me, anyways. Gordon is in the England team. Grealish
Yeah.
is not, right? But I don't know. Grealish is a big player. He's a big
It's
player.
just name. It's just
Okay,
name.
if you say,
I can pull Grealish stats right now. You understand?
okay, pull his
How
start,
do you
pull his
pitch?
start.
I want
His
to
start is
understand.
before,
How do
is
you
poor.
pitch
You've done it
Grealish
before.
as a signing
Mm,
to a team that is in the UCL?
I want.
I want to have that conversation with you're in the board, Newcastle board.
Mm,
Somebody wants
mm,
to pitch in the meeting Grealish as a
mm.
signing. What do you say on Grealish's behalf that let's go for this player? What will you say?
As a board member, I'll ask the person: Are you taking us forward or are you taking us back?
Exactly. What do you need Grealish for? Oh my god.
My
Like
brother.
that would be a very crazy conversation to have. I think if you're going to
Yeah,
sign someone, let me tell you what Newcastle should do. I
yeah,
think, and you guys, listen to this. I think the best thing for Newcastle to do is to go
yeah.
younger. Go and sign some players that are like 22,
McGill. Do they take
21.
McGill on loan?
Someone like that possibly is a good signing for them.
Sunderland is taking McGill on loan, and they are going to guarantee
I
him
think
minutes.
I think that's the best thing.
He's a better finisher than Nicholas Jackson.
The best thing, what I am basically thinking, what I am thinking
Yeah.
personally is go for
Mm.
either. It depends. You can do the Brighton move and go for all discovered talents, but that's a huge risk. If you don't have that kind of Brighton eye, because Brighton, I don't know what
These
networks
guys
they
have
have.
they
They
have
find the
scouts
diamonds in the
everywhere.
rough. They can just
Mm.
quickly. You take one
Mm.
player. Oh, you take Caicedo. Oh, don't worry, Baliba is there.
No, is
Where do you
there?
bring Baliba from? Where do you find these
We
guys?
don't know.
You don't know. They just spring up
Yeah.
talents from else. So if you don't have that kind of deep scouting network to find these guys,
Mm.
I would
Mm.
say go for the young. See what they did with Isak. They got Isak before
Mm.
he was Isak. That was good for
Exactly.
them. They need to
That
keep on
was
doing that.
something like
Go for
that
the player before that player
because
is
they
that
need.
player. I don't know if what I'm
Yeah.
saying makes
But
sense.
it feels like they are going for players that are already established.
Already as kind of like have a
Yeah.
buzz. If you're going for a
Yeah.
player that kind of has a buzz,
There
you
will be
can't
so much
compete with the other
competition.
guys that are coming for that
Yeah.
player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially the other teams that look like they are trophy winning teams. Chelsea have
True.
had they've had a very great season. They finished as world champions. You
Mm.
want to compete with a team that is a
Mm.
world champion to sign a player? No chance.
Even my club that has
That
anyway,
has
Newcastle has history,
yeah, but
but
Man
they
U
are, they are
have a
the
more,
biggest they are the
they have a
biggest
more
club in the
recent,
Premier League.
you
Yeah.
know, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's a
Let's
bit tough.
let, let, let's read some comments. AB saying only Luis Enrique can explain why he needs Gavi. He's a world class coach genius. Actually, that's true. I researched Luis Suarez
It-
today. Chai. I never realized he once scored 59 goals for Barcelona 15-16 season. That guy was a monster.
that guy was a monster.
Really good. Remember when we pulled off his stats? He
Yeah,
had like 93%
yeah.
G. I was just like,
Like 80
oh my
something percent. It was
God.
very high. It was very high, almost 90 something. It was
Was
like 80
84,
something.
84,
Yeah, it was
84%
high.
G, right?
High.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luis
Yeah.
Suarez
See,
is crazy, insane. I
yeah,
told you
yeah,
yesterday,
yeah,
Hato was here we go. Hato is here we go, bro. Hato is here we
yeah,
go. Let's talk about Newcastle again, just to wrap up
yeah,
Newcastle. So Newcastle put in a loan offer for
yeah.
Andre Lumin. You know Andre Lumin at Real Madrid.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that was rejected by Madrid.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
what do you want Newcastle to do? They're in a
What
sticky
would these guys
situation. What
do?
do you want them to do?
They are trying their
It's not like they're
best.
not making moves, but people just don't
They-
want to accept.
Who reject? Is it the player that told Real Madrid to reject, or Real Madrid just rejected it?
And Real Madrid just rejected it. They just rejected it. There's nothing about Lumin saying he doesn't want to come. They just rejected it. I looked at Nick Pope today.
Yeah.
That brother looks gassed. He looks tired. He looks exhausted. I don't even know
He
how old
looks
he
as he's a goalie. Why is he exhausted? Too many saves. He's a goalie. Why is
I
he
don't know, man.
exhausted?
I don't know. Just looking at
He
Nick
should
Pope today, he just looked out of maybe
looks
it's just
tired.
preseason. He just looks tired.
Brother needs more holiday. Brother, wake up.
He
And
said,
you know
why are
the
they
brother
moving like they're a big club? They are not.
Oh my
That's what
God.
I'm
Their
telling you.
club
Like
is they,
Newcastle's PR. Let me just tell you, their branding and their PR right
but they
now is
have they,
a mid-table team that is overperforming.
mm,
That is their brand. If you tell a
no,
player
but
go to Newcastle, it's just like telling them go to Brighton. Or that is how people will see it. But
okay,
doesn't
let
mean
me
that
let me
they
let
are.
me
You
let me
know,
let me ask you this thing. If it's just me thinking, if Nottingham Forest and Newcastle were in the Champions League and you are a player, which of the two clubs would you pick?
me personally,
I think players will even prefer to go to Nottingham Forest
I,
because they
al-
have
I
the
almost
same
said not. I
they have
almost said
good
Nottingham Forest.
they
But
have
then,
good players.
to be honest with you,
Mm,
I think I will pick Newcastle if I was a player,
Newcastle.
just
Okay.
because I feel like Eddie Howe is that manager that can just play different styles, right? He can attack, he can defend, he can do
It's
whatever.
true.
There's just so much
Nottingham Forest play
versatility with
only one style.
Nottingham
Yeah.
Forest. They play like they're a proper mid-table team. You know, they play like we're just not trying to
Do
lose.
or die. Do or
We are here
die.
to fight to secure
Do
our
or
one
die.
goal lead till the end
Do
of the
or die.
game, even if
Yeah.
all of us are behind the ball. But with Eddie Howe, like you can see what he's trying to do. He understands the limitations of his players and he tries to meet them at their level. And when you get
Mm.
Eddie Howe is a manager, I know we've glazed Eddie Howe on this stream so many times, but then Eddie Howe is a manager. If you give him the players, he can bring the best
They
out of
will
them. He can work
perform. They will
with them well.
perform.
I mean, look at how he made Isak. Who, I mean, he didn't make Isak, but
I'm
he kind
I'm
of
I'm tip
set
I'm tipping him
Isak
to
up for
I'm
success.
tipping him I'm tipping him to be Arsenal's next manager. You know Arsenal
That
fans
will
don't
not
like
happen.
this.
That will not happen. Don't let
Why won't
Arsenal
it
fans come
happen?
for us. Don't let them come.
They're already angry with me for
Yeah,
saying that it's
they
their
already
next
come
manager.
for us.
But you do a better job than the brother that is there. Let's move on.
Yes, thinking about us now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about us now.
Again.
Arsenal,
Okay, let's talk about it.
Arsenal are expected to renew their interest in Real Madrid forward
Easy.
Rodrigo if
Tough.
they can extract 15 million euros out of
For
the
Trossard.
out of yeah this the out of Trossard. Yeah, that's what Fichajes
Mm.
is claiming. So I guess Trossard to Dortmund, and
Mm.
then they can go for
Yeah.
Rodrigo.
Dortmund showed interest in Trossard yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And but you know Dortmund, they don't like to spend money. They showed interest in Sancho yesterday because they've reduced the amount. It's now 15 million. They
Yeah,
showed interest in Trossard yesterday. It's 15 million. So it's apparently they are looking for a player that's around 15 million
yeah.
winger. So the only thing is that the only hindering block for them on Sancho is that salary. But I
Mm.
think Sancho has 1 year.
1 year left with United.
I think so. I think so. I don't know where I saw it, but I think he has 1 year left.
Mm.
I think
Okay.
I think he has one year left, right? Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I'm wrong, but regardless, Dortmund they don't want to spend money. They've never liked spending money. So we'll see what they do,
Yeah, we'll see
right?
what they will do with that.
Chukwuemeka, we told them to sign him. They want loan.
Oh,
They
so are they
want
still going
loan.
to loan Chukwuemeka or is he going back to Chelsea?
That's what they want. They want a loan,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
right? So, but we'll see. Yeah,
Yeah, but Madrid are also ready and they are willing to reduce
yeah.
the initial transfer fee for Rodrigo. They're willing to reduce it to 75 million euros if
Nobody
if
is
Arsenal is
buying him.
ready.
You know
But
they floated all those 100 million euros,
mhm,
thinking everybody will rush. 80. Nobody's interested.
nobody, people are just like, nah, we don't have that money.
Nobody,
I don't think
right?
people want to sign somebody that is seen as a reject in a club for 100 million euros, regardless of what
No,
club it is.
no,
Teams are
no,
moving smarter these days.
no,
Teams are
no,
moving
no,
much
no,
smarter.
no,
This
no.
guy is not a starter in your team. You've
Yeah,
benched him.
yeah,
You've already said you're not going to give him much playtime. So why will you
yeah.
put him at a price of 100 million euros when Isak
No.
is
The
going for a
price
hundred
would even
million, almost 100 million
exactly.
something, and then you
No,
want to
no, it's
sell
more than
Rodrigo
that.
for almost close to that? That makes no sense. Just because he's Rodrigo and it's Real Madrid, come on, you guys, stop that.
No.
Anyways, Arsenal are still given this whole Rodrigo
Easy.
deal, they are interested in
Mm,
it, but they are
mm-hmm.
prioritizing easy. They are prioritizing signing easy. So it seems like
Obviously.
even though they sell Trossard, they want to go for easy first and then see if this whole Rodrigo thing is still something that they're
They are
interested in.
not signing, according to even what Abe is backing me here. Say Rodrigo is not going to any Arsenal. They are playing. That's Rodrigo's agent doing
Then
the job.
doing his job.
I
Yeah.
like that exactly.
Mm,
Arsenal is not going to. Okay, let me ask you this question.
yeah.
Eze costs 60 million. I think 60 or 65. I'm
Yeah.
not so sure.
Yeah.
But let's say maximum 65. That's 75
Mhm.
million euros. Then you now tell me to sign Rodrigo for 75 million euros. Then you talk of the salary. His salary is far cheaper than Rodrigo. Premier League proving.
It's
What am I
pointless.
saying? He was a former Arsenal Academy player.
It's not a
Then I should
good deal.
sign Rodrigo that we're not even sure he's going to work. His
It's not a
salary
good
is going to
deal.
be more. No, it doesn't make sense.
No, it's not
So
a good
that's
deal.
it.
It's not a good
Yeah.
deal. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's all my transfer rumors on this side in terms of the players. I don't know what transfer rumors you have on your side, but I think we've covered most things.
Yeah. But I think for me, the one that fascinates me the most is Sesko to United. Right? Why are you laughing now? Well, I'm about to land.
No, 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 I know, I
Sesko,
know.
Sesko to United.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk. Okay. Anyways, Chelsea has signed Hato. Let me talk about Hato first.
Mm-hmm.
They signed Hato. It's a good signing. He's going to be deputy for Cucurella
Are you
and Cole.
sure he's going to be deputy for Cucurella? Because he's a centre back, right?
Two of them. He's
For
going
two
to
of
be
them, okay.
deputy
He
for
can play
two of
both.
them,
Okay, fair,
for
fair.
Cowell and
Mm-hmm.
Cucurella, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I was looking at his stats today,
Yeah.
comparing him as a 19-year-old defender with
Mm-hmm.
other 19-year-olds in the world. He's first, obviously. Which other 19-year-old is as
Which
good as him? There's no one.
okay.
There's no
Okay.
one. Like he's first in every stat you can have as a
Okay.
defender,
Okay.
progression, interception, as a 19-year-old, obviously.
Okay.
Do you
Mm-hmm.
get? But you have Dean, what's his name? Dean
Hugginson.
Hugoson in
Mm-hmm.
that category. So I was impressed that he's kind of like it's just one
So
stat that he said.
do you feel like Hato is better than Hugginson? Or
That's what
Hugginson
the
is better
stats
than
are saying. Yeah,
Hato is better than Hugginson?
that's what the stats
At
from the stats I had.
the
I
Ajax that
even
he's playing.
I saved it on my
The
system because I
Ajax.
was
Are you sure?
I can read it out for you if you want.
Hugginson is Premier
Then
League proven.
yeah, no,
Hato
no.
is not.
That's the main difference, right?
Mm, okay.
One played in Ajax, obviously, one played in the Premier League. But
Mm-hmm.
you talk about all round, regardless of the league,
Mm-hmm.
Hato is first in almost in every category except maybe one that is second,
Mm. Okay.
right? But even at that, Dean Henderson had a very good partner beside him.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that was beside him at Bournemouth was very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
So covering some of the mistakes that could have come, but at the same time, Ajax always produce the technical ability of players that come out from Ajax is ridiculous. So Chelsea,
Okay.
they've
Yeah.
done well.
Yeah.
What you wanted to say something?
No, 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 no. Keep going. Keep going. I didn't want to say
So they've done well in that respect.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to them. Now we'll move over to Sesko,
Mm-hmm.
right? So now United has signed Sesko. The question I have now
United
is
have
now,
not signed Sesco, but they will
okay,
sign
okay,
Sesco.
okay.
Let's just
So
put it out there.
thank you for correcting me.
Yeah.
They are in talks to sign Sesko,
Yeah.
right? Let's say the Sesko deal goes through.
Mm-hmm.
Let's assume it goes through. It goes
Yeah.
through.
Most likely. Mm-hmm.
The thing is that what else? The big question I have, because
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about it all day. Oh, every United fan is buzzing. I see Said TV. I'm seeing different United blogs. Oh, boom, 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 boom. United fans. Boom, 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 boom. You have what's his name? What's
Mag-
that's an
Magovic.
Margot.
Yeah.
Everybody's buzzing with their shotgun. Oh, United glory days coming. Like, what does if they sign no other person apart from Sesko, where do they finish? Or what do they need? What do they need to finish in top six?
Top six.
Yes.
Okay, so they sign Sesco, they have
Mm-hmm.
Mbuemo, they have Cunha,
Mm-hmm.
they don't sign anybody else.
So two scenarios. They
Mm-hmm.
don't sign anybody else. That's one.
Yeah.
Where do they finish? Second scenario is if they finish in top six compulsorily, what do they need? What does that squad need? How much more
Okay, that's
money
that's
does
interesting.
Sir Jim Ratcliffe need to hustle? Because he's hustling for this
Mm.
money. He claims
Is
that they are broke.
yeah,
He's
bro.
hustling for yeah.
Yeah,
So
bro.
how much more
Right now,
money do
FSG
they
can
need
even buy United if they're not careful.
so
FSG
how
that's
much
buying Getafe, they can come and buy United too if they're not careful.
how much more money does
Uh,
Sir Jim, humble Sir Jim, need to hustle for?
okay, let's
So
start with
that's
let's start with the first one. Let's start with the first one. If they sign
yeah,
Sesco, they don't sign anybody else.
other
I don't
person, yeah.
think I don't think that
Yeah.
that top
No,
six
but
will come
they
in.
are signing a young midfielder
No, but it's the two scenarios we're working
also.
with. What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, let's work with two scenarios. They closed down
yeah,
Sesko. They signed
yeah,
Cunha. They signed Mbuemo.
yeah.
I don't know who they are signing as a midfielder, but
There's a midfielder. It's a
yeah,
young guy. Yeah,
I remember that news. But whatever. Let's say they
yeah,
signed that guy too. Top
yeah.
six. Let's. I don't think so. I don't think they get top six because look at the
So
people that are
what do they
vying for
get?
top six. I think top eight most likely. Most likely they might get into top eight, right? Because they have Sesko. Believe it or not, Sesko is a very good striker. Paired up with Cunha,
Mm-hmm.
paired up with Zimbabwe, they have goal scorers. They will score
Mm,
goals. That's not me just saying. They will score goals,
mm,
especially if
mm,
Amorim is going with this 3-4-2-1 formation that he likes, or three four
mm-hmm,
three, and he's playing attacking football, right? I
mm-hmm,
think they have
mm-hmm.
what it takes to finish top eight for sure, right? Where
So
within
like,
that top eight, I'm not sure, but they can finish
okay,
top eight. They could be seven, they could be eight, they could be six, whatever, right? They can. If they want to finish top six, what do they
for
need?
sure.
That was another question.
Yes.
For sure,
Yeah.
guarantee.
Yes.
Onana
What do they
cannot be
need?
your starting keeper. Onana is injured. I don't even know if Onana is going to be the main keeper
He's
or if they're
not
going to use another
injured.
keeper.
He just
Let's just
try to
assume
be.
Onana is not injured, but then
Yeah.
Onana cannot be your keeper for the 2025-2026 campaign. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to get a solid keeper. Just like how Ateta went out and got Raya, whatever. Now teams are even signing really good keepers as their backup. Believe it or not,
Just
Kepa
as second keeper are good.
Ariza Balaga, you might give him a lot of stick. Is not this thing, but as a second keeper, that's actually really great, right? He's a good second keeper. He's a good second keeper.
Okay. If you say,
He's
yeah,
a good
yeah,
second
yeah.
keeper. And you
Okay.
look at Newcastle. Newcastle, they were able to close in on Ramsdale. That's a good second
Ramsey
keeper.
is a good second. So okay, okay,
So they
continue,
need
continue.
they
I want
need
to
a,
the next
they need
question.
a good keeper. If they want to keep an
Yeah.
Onana as their second keeper, good second keeper. But they need a
Mm,
really good first keeper. Then
mm,
defensively, I think they
yeah.
need to build some depth defensively, right?
Yeah.
Some depth. Just so if their starters get injured, they don't
Yeah.
get they don't struggle, because that's a possibility. Although they're not playing in a lot of competitions, they're not in Europe, they're mainly focused on just the Prem. Fair,
Mm,
but at the end of the day, you still need to build that depth. It's a long season, you don't want any
yeah.
issues. And I think that combined,
Mm-hmm.
the depth in the defense, a new keeper,
Mm,
Sesko,
mm,
whoever they sign in that midfield, together with the guys
yeah.
that they have, you let go of the rejects, you keep
Yeah.
some of the guys. I think, and Casemiro is not your starting player in that midfield. Key on that.
Mm,
I think they
mm.
finished top six for sure. They finished top six. And and
So you
and
feel so it's
that's but
only
all this is banking on Amorim being the tactician we expect him to be. You get what I'm saying? All this is banking on Amorim being the
being
tactician
the
we expect him to be. I think
yeah.
United easy can finish top six for sure.
Okay. So you feel apart from Sesko, the only thing left to have a decent season
Yeah,
is a goalkeeper
goalkeeper and some defensive depth, and then yes,
and a defender.
and defender. Yeah,
So why didn't they go for a player like Hato?
that would have been a good choice
Yeah,
because now the
because he's
defenders they are
cheap.
going for is Euro Maguire. The defense that you have, Euro Maguire. I don't know who else is going to play in that defense. I don't know if it's Lisandro Martinez or who else is going to be paired
Euro
with that three.
Maguire. You have this other guy that came
Who is it?
from
Which other guy?
forgotten
Oh,
his name.
delete,
I
delete.
forgot.
Euro
Delete
Maguire,
is there.
delete. Okay, okay, okay.
Delete. Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
decent. Euro Maguire delete is decent, but then
So
you still
do they
need
need
some.
another defender?
You need one more. Lisandro Martinez is good, but then
Yeah.
this 3-4-2-1 that he's working with,
It's
it
three
just requires
defenders you need. A lot of defenders.
a certain
But can
archetype
Casemiro
of defender.
Be a defender?
Ah, I don't think so.
Casemiro, my Martinez, and the delete or Euro.
Casemiro is a player you want to improvise. Let's say there are injuries, you want to improvise and use Casemiro as a defender. You're lacking that
Yeah.
depth. But going into the season wanting him to be a defender, I don't know. I don't know if it's going
So
to be a good idea.
so that's what I'm saying. Like
Mhm,
if Casemiro can be improvised and be pushed to center back, right?
mhm.
Why do they need to sign more defenders?
What if Maguire gets injured? What
Then
if Delete
Casemiro
gets
fills in.
injured? Euro
You have
gets
Euro
injured?
there. You have
What if two people get injured?
There's a young boy there. Is his name Miracle or something? Or I've
Oh,
forgotten the boy's
yeah, I
name.
know the guy you're talking about. I know the guy you're talking about.
He's
I saw him.
slim
I
and
saw him. I think I've watched
yeah,
him before. Yeah, I know the person you're talking about.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I still feel like there needs to be some defensive depth just in case
Mm-hmm.
Maguire gets injured, just in case Euro is not available, Euro gets injured. I just feel
Mm-hmm.
like it would be helpful to do that to get some
Mm-hmm.
depth there. By the way, to play 3-4-3, you need
Mm.
fast defenders. You need defenders that are quite pacey, right?
Pacey.
You need defenders that are good 1v1 in order for that to work. Dogu, Ahmad, those guys, either of them could get injured. If they get injured, you need wing backs that have pace in order for that
Pace.
position to work.
Up
Else,
and down that
else
side. Yeah.
it's just a waste of time. It's not
Dogu
going to
has
work.
been an excellent signing, if you
Dogu has
ask me.
been really, really solid. But
He's been good,
If
right?
Dogu is
So
not available, who fills in for Dogu? Who fills in that spot?
there's nobody,
So
unfortunately.
that's
Oh,
why
but
that
they
depth
have
is not interesting.
Masraoui, right? They have Masraoui.
Masraoui is not on the other side. Is he not on Masraoui is on
Oh, he's
Ahmad's
on this
side.
other side.
He's
He's
on
on
Ahmad's
this
side.
other side.
Plus Masraoui could
Right.
even be paired as one of the three at the back.
Out of Dalu.
Masraoui could easily be paired as one of the three at the back. I thought
Out
Dalo
of
was going
Dalu.
to leave. Is Dalo staying?
I don't know.
I don't know why I felt like Dalo was going to leave. I felt like Dalo was going to leave. But okay.
Anyways, so with Sesko,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, with Sesko, I think they can win like to me. If I was a Ruben Amorim with
Mm-hmm.
Sesko, no other person coming in, just try to win the Carling Cup.
Carabao Cup. Okay.
That gets you into Conference League.
Mm-hmm.
Still the same thing as finishing seventh,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
That's fair.
I
That's
think
fair.
that should be his minimum target. Like use your full team,
That's
Carabao
actually
Cup.
that's actually really smart. Just win Carabao Cup.
I'm talking from the perspective of a coach.
That's
If,
actually
if
smart.
I,
That's actually
I
smart.
have that, I have that. They gave me as a
Yeah.
coach. This is what you have done. That's my target. I'm going to win just Carabao Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'll try to do decent in the league.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be losing week in, week out. Obviously, finish
Yeah.
top 10, but I'll try to win
The
Carabao
aim
Cup.
will be
That
that
takes
Carabao Cup. Mm-hmm.
minimum,
Mm-hmm.
minimum full squad for Carabao Cup, right? That would take us into
Mm-hmm.
Conference League. That's
Mm-hmm.
still money coming. At least one Europe, we can
One Europe.
attract
Yeah.
more people,
Yes.
right? So that's what that will be my tactics and like my goal. At least I've given the club
Strategy. Yeah.
trophy, but at the same time we're in the Conference League. If
Mm-hmm.
I can win the FA Cup,
Mm-hmm.
I will try and win the FA Cup because that takes me to Europa League.
Okay.
Still,
Okay.
still the same thing as finish
Find the back doors. Find the
six
back
and
doors.
yeah, six
Mhm.
and seven. It's harder now in the Premier League to finish sixth and seventh
Yeah, it's
or
very
fifth
competitive.
if
Very
if you
competitive.
don't
Yeah.
have a decent squad,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's it. But for Man U to finish top six, I think apart from Sesko, they will need one midfielder. They will need at least maybe a left back or a right back, wing back
Wing back.
as a
Mm-hmm.
backup. A winger, a winger that can play both positions is what they need.
But you're forgetting one thing. The guys
One,
that they have, they
yeah,
can't really pull off this 3-4-3 comfortably.
they
You know
can,
that, right?
they can.
The guys they have don't really have what it takes to pull it off comfortably.
Why don't they have the?
The guys at
Why?
the back line, the three guys at the back,
Yeah,
Maguire, Euro, and what's his name? What's the last guy there? Delete. They are
mhm.
decent to pull off this 3-4-3. But if any of
They
them
are slow.
if any of them get injured, the guys that you're improvising would not work for that
My
three
what
four
of
three.
Martinez? Martinez is a different.
I don't think it will work for 3-4-3.
Martinez is good. Martinez being a
It's
defender.
just me saying. It's just me
To be,
saying. Yeah.
I will tell you this thing now.
It's just me
In being,
saying.
in terms of being a defender,
Mm-hmm,
defensive attributes, Maguire to me is
mm-hmm.
better than not Maguire.
Sandro Martinez.
Martinez is
Mm-hmm.
better than all the defenders they have. The
I'm
only
curious.
thing you might not be
I'm not a
listening to is
United fan, but I'm curious. How
yeah,
in terms of like Martinez fitness the whole
yeah.
season and
It's just that
availability.
injury stuff. It's the injury
Exactly. How
stuff
long is
that is the
Martinez really
problem.
available for the team?
Maybe
that's just
half.
my
It's always available half of the season.
okay. Fair. That aside, Martinez. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Martinez is available to back up. Someone gets injured. Euro
yeah,
is unavailable. Martinez can step in. Maguire is unavailable.
yeah.
Martinez can step in. Which other person can step in
You
again if
have
another
this other
person gets
guy,
injured?
this guy you just
Dalo,
mentioned, not
Mazraoui.
Dalu. Mazraoui can be the
Mhm.
third defender, right?
I don't know.
Mazraoui can be the third defender.
I don't
But I
know.
don't know. This man you score is a bit confusing,
I
though.
don't know.
It's
I don't know.
confusing.
I don't know if it's going to work. That's just what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know if
So
it's going to work.
I think if Dalu goes,
Mm-hmm.
they will need a wing back.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's a
Dalo
complex
is Dalo
formation.
going to start as a wing back? Dalo is not going to start as a wing back. It's
But you
Ahmad.
have
Dalo
even
does not have the pace. Does Dalo have the legs
okay,
to pull
true.
off wing back?
You are right.
He
You
doesn't
are
have the
right.
legs.
Even you even have what's the name of Luke Shaw? Luke Shaw can be one of the defenders. Yes, he's been using Luke Shaw as one of the three. Luke Shaw is 13 now. He's a good defender. He's a good
Luke Shaw
1v1 defender,
fair, fair, fair. Look Shaw, yeah.
right? Luke
Actually,
Shaw
yeah.
is a good addition. It's not bad, right?
This 3-4-3 is just a
I don't know. It's a difficult formation actually.
difficult one to pull off. You
Yeah,
just
it's
need a
difficult.
certain kinds of players to pull it off. Well,
I think
with what they
I
have, they
think
can manage. They can do it though.
they have enough midfielders, to be honest.
Mhm.
They have Casemiro is there, Fernandez is there, Mino is there,
I
Ugarte
just
is there. That's
in my
four
head,
people
I
for
just
two
think of how you
positions.
can exploit that formation and
Mm-hmm.
the defenders that you have at the back and
Mm.
how they will survive when you exploit them. Because with 3-4-3, you're committing your wing backs.
As a coach, how I'm going to exploit you, I would keep one person to be at the back of that wing back, in between that third defender and
Of
this guy,
course,
and another person will be
that's the
back.
best way to exploit it.
And
Long
it's
balls to the wing.
only long balls I'm doing to those two people.
As
Then we
long
are
as
gone.
the wing backs are committed, I just want to see long balls to either of the wing.
That's it.
I just keep
Yeah.
my wingers high.
I will
So
just
you
to
have a
pull one person back. If I can pull one of those
okay,
defenders out, I
okay.
have
I want to
people
understand
running.
something. You
Mm,
send a ball long. You're playing Arsenal. You're United. You're playing Arsenal.
yeah,
Arsenal have Saka. Saka
yeah.
is a great ball to fit winger.
He's
You
gone. He's
send the
going to
ball to
go.
Saka. Saka takes a good touch. The ball lands for
He's
him.
gone. He's
Saka
in the
is
box
driving at
already.
whoever is there.
He's in the box.
By the way, Saka is not looking to remove that person. He's looking to find a cross to Gyökeres.
Oh my
He
God. This
successfully makes a cross to Gyökeres. You don't
mm.
have a keeper. You have Andre Onana. You're telling me that the probability of
May,
Gyökeres scoring is not a goal?
they need a new keeper actually.
Thank you very much. They need a new keeper. There's no see
They
in
need a
order
new
for them
keeper.
to get
They
that
need a new
top
keeper.
six, that keeper is even more
They need a
important
new
than the
keeper.
center backs. Let's say
They
yeah, the
need a
center
new
backs are
keeper.
able to hold off, dangerous wingers. When you try to
They
exploit
need a
them,
new
they're still
keeper.
able to hold it
Yeah.
off. But how do you stop people from scoring
They
if
need
you
a
have
new keeper.
Onana? I don't know. It's just a bit
Uh,
tough.
Jesse, welcome. AB is saying, I'm scared for United. I wouldn't go to United if I
If
were
I were
SESKO.
Sesko. Look
And
what?
most of
Please take that back. I hope you're joking. You
no,
see
no, 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 AB.
my face when he said
No,
look,
no,
I'm like,
no, no, AB. AB. That is what Ruben Amorim used last season. I watched some of their games. He
and it
used Luke
worked.
Shaw as one of the three. I didn't know
And
if
you
it
feel it
worked.
worked.
I don't know if it worked. He didn't win some of those games.
Ah!
So probably it didn't work. But I saw Luke Shaw.
Oh my god.
Some of
Okay,
those games they didn't win. They didn't
okay,
win. But that's what the brother has. And that's what he
okay.
will use.
Hmm.
Right? You understand? That's why.
Bro.
Anyways, moving away from United.
Okay.
Let me
Yeah,
swipe right or
let's yeah.
swipe left.
Mhm,
Let's move United. Let me bring forth. I was just thinking today, just me,
mhm,
my usual thought, right? I was just thinking because I'm always on Ateta's case. You know me,
mhm.
always on his
We're
case.
back
Even
to
as a
Arsenal.
Chelsea fan, I'm always on his case. Just to show
I
that
don't know why
London
we're
is
back to
blue.
Arsenal. Okay, let's do Arsenal.
London is blue. Between Ateta and his lot, who is the better manager? I've
You
been
can't
thinking. I know Slot has won. I know Slot just won Premier League, but let's say let's compare. Anyways, let's just
you
say who
can't
is the
really
better
see. Okay,
manager?
okay. Let me be honest. Let me be honest.
Yeah, yeah,
Between Anislot and Ateta, I
yeah.
feel like there's just not enough data points.
Why?
Wait. Let me just land. There's just not
Okay,
enough data points with Anislot, right, to
okay,
say he's better than Ateta or
Arteta.
Arteta is better than Slot. It's so hard to make
Okay.
that comparison. The only reason why I'm saying this is this. Arteta has been here for a while. I know people judge him for his trophies. It's about how many years now? About 5 to 6 years he has been at Arsenal.
Who's
How
five
many?
to six? Are you serious? 8.
He's
How
been at
many
Arsenal
years?
for 8 years.
Let me
It's
come.
not since
I
like
might be wrong.
2019. It's not
No,
since
let me
2019.
maybe 6. Maybe 6. I'm wrong. Let me
Okay.
see.
To me, I'm thinking 6 years.
Arteta.
About 5 to 6 years he has been at Arsenal. The kind of squad and transitions that he has
Let me
had,
see.
he has been able to bring the squad to what it is right now, to really set a style of play, to really set a culture, and just build the team to
Also,
what he wants.
he joined the
2019.
2019.
Exactly.
No, about 5
2019.
years.
About
But
5 years.
I
Exactly.
think we've been too hard on him. And he
Exactly.
joined
Like
in December
December
2019.
2019. So there's not
Yeah,
really been,
yeah,
you need to give him
yeah.
some grace. So he's joined 2019
So
December. He's been building the squad,
2023.
building the squad into what he wants it to be. And a
But
slot
this
came,
this 25th this December 2025 will be 6 years.
yeah, it'll be 6 years. I know, like that's why I
Yeah.
said five to
Okay.
six years. So
Okay.
and a slot
Mhm,
came, inherited
mhm.
Klopp's team, did
Okay.
not make surgical changes, right? All
Good.
he
Mhm,
did was just find the balance between high metal
mhm,
football and doing the normal orchestration type of football, finding that balance.
mhm,
When do we press? How do we press in a way where we're not exposed? How do we
mhm,
set up ourselves in a way we're not exposed? Attacking
mhm,
when we have those attacking triggers, it's time to be high metal. Be high metal, right?
mhm,
Attack, 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 right? Be direct. Don't pass too much. You pass a little bit to shift your position, but you're looking to be direct. Yes,
mhm,
he brought those tweaks, and that's good, and it
mhm,
worked for Liverpool. But
mhm,
it's one season, they won the league, they competed with Arsenal. Arsenal were kind of off their best last season. They didn't have a striker.
mhm.
It didn't work out for them. But you can still arguably say they still had decent runs. They had a decent
Let's
run in
check.
UCL and then even in the Prem. When I look at both
Le-
managers, I can't really look at them
mhm.
and say, this guy is better than this guy. This guy is better than this guy.
Kingsley,
See the
let me see. A coach, I'm not going to. I'm
Set
not
the
going to bring
metrics.
up
What are we judging by? We
a
cannot judge in general. Set the
good.
metrics. Set the
You
metrics.
see, there's one characteristic. Okay, let's put it on ChatGPT to give us the
No, no.
characteristic
So
of
let's
a good.
let's set metrics.
Okay, one of the metrics I look at as a manager is that
Okay.
every first of all, the first thing I look at is the ability to improve the players he has.
Mm-hmm.
One, ability improve the players he has means that he understands the players fully to use them according to their abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Next, he's able to build a winning mentality and they actually win stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think that for me, when you say when you mention Ferguson, what do you think of for Ferguson?
If you're judging by
You
that,
think of
you
you think of Ferguson bringing in young players, embedding them. Rooney came in, used
then
them, improved them, made them far better than they were. Won stuff with them.
okay.
Do you get? He's able
Yeah.
to
Okay.
rebuild
Okay.
and rebuild and rebuild and
Mm-hmm.
rebuild. So I know Anisov was never in the Premier League,
Mm-hmm. But he
but
was doing
in
crazy
terms
things
of
at Feyenoord
how
too.
how long
Mm-hmm.
has he been a manager? How long has Ateta been a manager? What
Okay.
has what has the achievements been?
Okay. I see what you're
Right?
saying.
You can start off from
If
there,
you're
right?
judging based on those metrics, then
Yeah.
it's on paper, it's a fact, and Slot is a better manager than Ateta. It's on paper, it's a fact
He won
because
more trophies than Ateta.
he has won trophies. What he has done at Feyenoord with little resources, amazing. Coming to
Did he win the
Liverpool,
Eredivisie? Did he
yeah,
win
he
the
has. He has. I think he did. Let me pull up the trophies that he has won.
So imagine that
Yeah,
he's won it there. He came to the Premier League. He won it in the
he won the
Premier League.
Prem.
Anyways,
Yeah,
it
so he
shows
has
he's a
won the Eredivisie title. He's
how
won
many
cups.
times?
He won it once 22-23 season. He won a cup there
Okay.
23-24 with Feyenoord.
Yeah.
Coming to the Prem, he also won the league, with
Mhm.
Liverpool. You kind of have to say he's a better manager than Ateta, giving trophies, giving his ability to improve players. If you're judging by those metrics, then yes, he is
Mhm.
a better manager than Ateta because Ateta has been able to improve players. He has tried to improve players. He has tried to.
Okay.
I don't know if he has been successful at it, but he has tried to improve
Mhm.
players, aka Kai Havertz
Which
and the other
which
people.
players did
He has
he
tried.
improve?
Kai
Kai
Havertz.
Havertz.
He has tried to improve
Which
Kai
other player?
Havertz.
Which other player?
Which other player? I don't know which other player he has possibly improved. But if you look at Ancelotti, he really improves Gravenberch. He really made
That's
Gravenberch
what I'm
better.
saying. Like when
If
you
you look at
say like I'm
Trent, he
thinking
tried to
of
make Trent
Arsenal.
better defensively. So
Trent was better defensively. No, he
yeah,
tried. I saw
yeah,
it myself. I saw
mhm,
Salah defending.
yeah, yeah. You
That's
kind of have to
improvement.
say. You kind of have to say
Salah
that he
has
improved
Salah
improvement.
has yes, just when you told us that we here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen Salah being able to defend
Mm-hmm.
since when he was in Chelsea, he was a young man.
Mm-hmm.
This brother is 30 something years. I saw Salah defending.
Yeah.
I saw whatever what's his name defending. Gravenberg obviously better. Even Gatto better.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He brought out the best out of most of the players, right?
It's just
You can
unfortunate. Like no matter
you
what you
can
do as a
argue
coach.
you can
Mm-hmm.
argue that
Mm,
Arteta too has at least most of the players he has, none of them went bad.
yes. There's
So you
no
can
way you say
yes,
Arteta has not found
yes,
a way to try
yes.
to
So
improve his
no,
squad.
Mine
Arteta has
with
improved his
Squarey is
squad.
there,
He has improved
good,
his
brought him
players.
in.
He has made
Yes.
them
Mine,
play a certain
yeah.
way with a certain type of chemistry. But then at the end of the day, unfortunately, football is
Mm,
cutthroat. No matter what you do, nobody cares about style of play. They care about
mm,
trophies. They care about
mm,
titles. If you've not won,
mm,
if you think about Pep, nobody cares that
mm.
Pep has this crazy orchestration style of play. You play with
Is he
rhythm.
winning?
Is
Is
the
he winning?
winning?
They
Is
look at
what he has
yeah,
won that people say, oh, Pep
yeah,
is the
yeah.
greatest. And the fact that he won a treble, he has won trebles. He won treble with City. People are like, whoa, Pep is a great manager. He's one of the best managers in the world. It's based on trophies. Nobody really cares about style of play and how you play and how nice you are. Right now, you would even say
Mm.
Maresca is building his way to be a better manager than Ateta because of
I'm about to
trophies.
ask you two more questions. Don't jump the gun. You are leading me there.
Okay, okay,
So I'm
okay.
going to. I was about to throw Maresca into the ring with Arteta,
Mm-hmm.
right? So let me. I'm going to. Okay, maybe I should throw. As you mentioned Maresca, let me
Mm.
throw him into the ring between Arteta and Maresca. Who do you think is a better manager? Hard to say. Actually,
It's hard to say. It's hard
it's
to
hard
say.
to say
I can't
between
really
two of
say. I
them.
can't really say Maresca is better. I can't really say
Okay,
that.
if you say, but why
It's
would you
hard
say
to say.
Maresca is not better than him?
Arteta has won a trophy. He has won FA Cup, right? He has won.
Okay,
I know you don't think Community
Maresca
Shield is
has
a
won.
trophy. You don't think
Maresca
Community
has
Shield is
won.
a trophy, but he has
It's
won
not.
community.
It's not.
Okay,
It's
fair,
not. That's a friendly
fair,
match.
fair.
He's won two
But
trophies. Maresca
but
has won two trophies,
okay, but he has won a trophy. He has
and
built his
Maresca
team.
has won the championship before he came. It's a trophy. It's a league title. I know
You
it's
can't
not
say,
the
you can't
Premier
say, you
League.
can't say, you can't
No,
say.
no, no. It's not the
It's just
Premier
hard to
League.
say. It's
Because,
just hard to say because
okay, an
I
example
don't
is
know.
Kingsley.
Because
You will
Arteta has
know.
been
See,
competing on the highest
wait,
level for a
wait,
while
wait,
now,
wait.
right? You
Let
can't
me
really
tell you
say, you
something.
can't really judge by the
Let
same
me put
metric.
something out there. Let me put
Mhm,
something out there. When Bayern Munich
mhm.
went for you say he won under 23s.
And
Who
that's it.
won under
I think he's
23s?
talking about Maresca, right?
Thank you.
You might be talking about Maresca.
When Bayern Munich came for Vincent Company,
Mm-hmm.
everyone was saying this does not make sense. These guys are they okay? But the thing is, they saw something in him.
In
What did they
him,
see in Vincent Company?
the style of play, the attacking
He
football.
has a style of
Yeah,
play. He improves people.
yeah,
Style of play improves people, and he can win.
yeah.
He won the championship. People might argue, oh, he's just the champion, but it's not even. You are competing at this. You are competing at that level.
On the
It's
same
not
level
easy
with
to.
everybody. Yeah,
It's not easy to win.
yeah.
To be honest, regardless of the level, it's not easy to win.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a different case where you step up the level and you're still able to win.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He won something. They pick him to Bayern Munich. He went to Bayern and he won their title. People might say, "Oh, but it's Bayern. They always win everything." Why is it that the people that went before him did not win?
Fair,
You
fair.
talk about Pochettino that went to PSG. Oh, PSG always win their title. He didn't win it.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be a winner.
You have to be a winner.
Okay, let's assume. Let's just give it to you
Mm-hmm.
that Arteta is better than Maresca. I don't agree.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
think
I
so.
never said Arteta is better than
Yeah,
Maresca. I
yeah.
said
But this
it's just
season,
hard to. It's just hard to say who's better than
yeah,
who.
this season, okay, is he Arteta that won with Man City youths?
I think he's talking about Maresca.
Maresca.
I think it's
because
Qatar.
Maresca
Let me
knows
see.
he knows all those players. But
Mm-hmm.
let's forget about those two. I want to bring up this. When I bring this person, it's going to be so controversial. So are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Who is this person?
I'm putting Arteta and Postecoglou. Why you?
Stop. Really? Ateta and Postecoglou.
Who is the better manager?
Bro, Ateta is better than Postecoglou. If you're you see,
Why?
that's why
Why?
sometimes
Why is
trophies
he
is not
better?
enough. Sometimes trophies is not
Why
enough.
is he
Are
better?
you going to say Postecoglou is better than Ateta just because he won Europa League? Come on, man. Come on. Look at what Ateta will never finish 17th. He will never finish. Where did Postecoglou finish last season? He will never finish
But
like
you
that.
compare the team he
Ateta
had,
will never.
the
Ateta
team
will,
he had, the
no, no, no,
team
no.
he had.
I will always blame Postecoglou for what happened with him at Tottenham. I will always blame him. He
Okay.
knew the style of play doesn't fit those players. He played those players with that horrid
And you
style
know,
of play,
you
hoping
know
that
that
things will happen,
Postecoglou has
even with
gone to
injuries and everything.
he's gone to Japanese league. He won
And
their
Celtic
title.
and why didn't he come
He
and
won
win the
the
Prem?
title.
Then he should have
No,
won the
but
Prem with Tottenham.
the team is not good enough.
But Ateta is finishing second with
No,
Arsenal.
but
He's
how
finishing
much money
second. Yes, he doesn't. Yes, he doesn't win,
how
but
much money did Arsenal spend on that team that they gave Arteta? He's the second biggest spender after Chelsea.
we're talking about money. We're
Yes,
talking
it
about
matters.
money. When other teams that did not spend as much money still finish higher than Tottenham. What's Tottenham's excuse for finishing in that position? For finishing was
Okay,
17th or
15.
where did they finish? No, not 17th. Is it not 17th? Am I tripping?
But
Yeah,
you
they finished
forget that
17th.
this thing.
17th or 16th.
You forget that even Nuno went there, they could not
Mhm.
succeed. Conte went there, they could not succeed. Mourinho went there, they could not
But they
succeed.
did not finish 17th. Did they? No,
Yeah, but they did
they did
still
not.
succeed.
They did not. We don't know how Thomas Frank would do there. We don't know how Thomas Frank would do there. But at the end of the day, nah. For
Mm.
that one, nah, I have to give Ateta his credit.
Arteta is better.
We know
Is
for
better.
sure that Postecoglou will not get to UCL semi-finals with Tottenham. Nah, 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 nah,
Why?
nah.
With
Nah.
the same if Postecoglou was in
And let me.
Arsenal and had
Nah, but that's not enough, bro. Like winning Europa League was not enough.
yeah,
It's not enough.
yeah.
It's not enough. Yeah, I win things in my. I know we might glaze him and say, yeah, I win things in my second year, and he did. We give that to him. But no, come on.
Everywhere he's
Come
gone, he's
on.
won stuff. Instantly, there's a probability
That's just the
Arteta even
cutthroat.
goes to
That's just the
Celtic.
cutthroatness. But
There's a
Ateta has won a
probability
trophy,
he
though.
goes
But
to
he has won a
Celtic.
trophy. Ateta has won a trophy. You might not call FA Cup a major trophy, but it's a trophy
One,
still.
one trophy in
It's a
5 years
trophy. It's still a trophy.
with the money they've spent.
If we had kept Postecoglou for more years, what was the guarantee Postecoglou would have won more trophies in the next coming years? There's no
I think
guarantee.
he could have won more.
In football, there's no guarantee.
Anyways, there's no
But
guarantees.
for
There's
that
no
one,
guarantee.
I have to give it to Arteta for sure. I
Arteta is
have to give it to
better
Arteta.
than
Nah, he's
Postecoglou.
better. He's way better than Postecoglou. In terms of building a team,
Okay.
building this Arsenal team to what it is now.
Let me ask
No,
you this
it's better,
question,
it's better,
Kingsley.
it's better.
Let me ask you this question. And
Mhm.
be honest with me. If Arteta was a coach of Tottenham, do you think he'll win the Europa League title, or would he win something with them?
It's Tottenham number one. They don't have the culture of
Yeah.
winning anything. So it's hard to
Um,
even use Tottenham as an example for anything.
I like as you mentioned that now.
Mhm,
They do not have the culture of winning anything, but he
mhm.
won something.
I know it's difficult, but
So you see
nah,
it. So
I can't accept that. I can't accept that.
you even just said you
I
just
know, I
even
know, I
backed my
know.
point that
It's
if
hard.
Arteta
What?
goes to
Okay,
Tottenham, he's not going to make it
wait.
in
Let me put it this.
Tottenham.
Let me put it this way.
Yes, he's
Let
not
me
going
put it
to
this way.
make
Let
it
me
in
put it this way.
Tottenham.
I just want you guys to understand. I know it seems like I'm shooting myself in the foot, but let me put it this way. What Postecoglou did with Tottenham is very,
Yeah.
very impressive, right? To win the Europa League with Tottenham.
Mm-hmm.
But in order for him to win that Europa,
With that
wait,
squad.
in order for him to win it, in order for him to even achieve that feat, he had
Mm-hmm.
to throw away that style of play. He has to throw it out of the door and
Which
play
is fine.
in a
Yeah.
way that will give him success.
Okay.
I give him credit for that. But if you
Mm.
look at the overall picture, he failed as
Mm-hmm.
a manager. Forget that Europa League. Because if
Kingsley,
let me tell you something, wait, let me tell
let
you
me.
something. Let me land.
Okay.
If Postecoglou winning that Europa League was his saving grace, if
Mm-hmm.
Postecoglou did not win Europa League, you will not open your mouth to even make this comparison in the first place. You will say without a doubt that Postecoglou failed as a manager at Tottenham. The only
Okay.
success he
Yes,
had
I will agree.
was
Mm-hmm.
last season, 2 seasons
Yeah.
ago. He only had a
Mhm.
great run till December. After that December till the Europa League final, they
Mm.
suffered and it was horrible. They played badly.
Mhm.
They lost a lot
Mhm.
of games. So I understand we might be so caught up in the whole trophy thing. And yes, this manager won a cup and whatever, whatever. Fine, give Postecoglou the credit he deserves. But if you want to compare manager for manager, band for band, Ateta for
Mm.
Postecoglou, I would
Mm.
never nah. I won't put it to you. If Ateta was Tottenham's manager, he would not have
Mm.
finished where Postecoglou finished.
But would he win anything?
100%. He might have. He might have won something.
No,
He might not
no,
have
he
won
won't.
the league, but he
He
might
won't.
have won Carabao. He might have
And
won
I'm
FA.
coming. I'm trying to going to put another point to you.
What's the other point?
Arteta was in the Europa League,
But
right?
sometimes winning a trophy is not the only thing. I know it's the most important thing, but you need to understand that every team is competing, right? You might tell
Mm-hmm.
Ateta like you're so narrow-eyed and focused on specific trophies like UCL,
Mm-hmm.
EPL. Those are your
Mm-hmm.
priorities. Fair, but to be
Mm.
honest with you, where did he end up?
I
Where,
don't
where
know
did
where
he
he
end up
ended,
in
but
his
his
first
first
season?
season was
It
not
was
so
not
good.
good. I
I
think he
think.
ended up like
Yeah.
was he 7 or 8 or wait, let me see. Where did he end
Check
up?
his first season.
1920
Anyways,
season, right?
I'm going to put forward
I'll check
another
it.
manager, the last
Put
manager
forward
before I
another manager.
conclude.
Put forward another manager.
Okay, let me even put forward this man. Vincent Company and Arteta. Who is a better manager?
I knew you were
Yes.
going to do that. I knew you were going to do that. I knew
Who
you were
is a
going to do
better
that.
manager?
You finished
Vincent
eighth. I
Company
remember.
2 years
Yeah.
ago.
Arsenal
Two
finished
years
eighth.
ago.
Arsenal finished
Two,
eighth in 1920 season, which was Ateta's first season. Yeah.
2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
he was a championship manager. Oh, okay, sorry, 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
3 years ago, he was a championship manager. 2 seasons ago, he was relegated. Right? Who is the
Let me
better manager?
let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
To answer this question, I'll ask you this question.
Don't
And
ask me
wait.
question, just answer.
It is a answer to the question. Is the question I'm asking
Okay,
is like an answer to the question.
okay, ask me.
If you take Arteta from us,
Just I was about asking him. Yeah.
wait. If you take
Yeah.
Arteta from Arsenal and you put
Mm-hmm.
Arteta in Bayern Munich, do you think
Mm.
Arteta will not win the Bundesliga?
No, he won't.
I think Arteta will win the Bundesliga.
He would
I
not.
think he actually would. I think he actually
You
would.
think?
I
I think
actually think he would.
you. That's the
I
problem.
think
You
he
think
would.
the problem we have is that everyone thinks
You're not
the
understanding.
Bundesliga,
You're not
the
understanding.
Bundesliga, the Bundesliga is
No,
easy.
I'm not putting down the Bundesliga. I'm not saying Bundesliga is easy, but there's one thing you need to
Yeah.
understand. They've been roadblocks. See, Ateta,
Mm.
Ateta in
How
the
many
EPL.
trophies did Vincent Company win? Let me even check. Vincent
This is
Company.
crazy to me. You're telling me that you take Ateta from Arsenal and you put him in the Bundesliga, you put him in Bayern Munich, he will not win the Bundesliga.
He would not.
With those
I
players,
don't
I
think.
think he would.
Nah.
I think he
Mm-mm.
actually would win.
I
I
don't feel
actually
it's a
think he would.
trophy. I don't think so. As a manager.
Thoughts on Javi
Because
Simons?
the
What are your thoughts on Javi Simons? Thoughts on getting Javi Simons? We spoke about Javi Simons, a lot on stream though. But what are your thoughts on Javi Simons, Andy?
me,
Mm-hmm.
my thoughts on Jarvis Simmons is clear now.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You just have
I
to
didn't
wait and see
really,
your words.
I don't. Yes, wait and see. I
Mm-hmm.
don't really know. Like I didn't really rate him.
Mm-hmm.
But I know Chelsea fans have been buzzing. Oh, Jarvis Simmons is really good. But there's a way the Premier League.
Who is
There's
he
a way
playing
the
deputy
Premier
for? Who is he going to do
Kopama,
for
Kopama.
so he'll play as a 10.
Yes, so he plays as a 10.
Okay.
So I don't know how it's going to turn out. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I still have questions unanswered. AB on this live said, "Oh, he's really good." Rather on the chat, like, "Oh, he's
Mm-hmm.
really good." This XYZ. I'm just going to be neutral on him,
Mm-hmm.
as I was neutral, as I'm being neutral with Arteta, not
Mm-hmm.
Arteta, Maresca. As I was neutral with Maresca, I'll be
Yeah.
neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not going to hype
Yeah,
him
Javi
or
Simons is a good
yeah,
player, actually. Javi
yeah.
Simons is a good player,
So
but how he will fit with the Arsenal squad, how Maresca will improve him, I think you just have to wait and see going into next season. But as a deputy for Cole Palmer, I think in that position is building a good enough depth for Chelsea, especially since you guys might be looking to attack other competitions, right? Like Carabao,
mhm.
FA. It's something where Cole Palmer could even get a break, get some rest in some of those competitions. And Xavi Simons is a good enough deputy to not drop in terms of quality.
Mm-hmm.
It's good enough deputy where, like, if he's out of the squad, that position won't drop in terms of too much in terms of quality, in that 10
Mm.
position. So I think he's okay. Sell Nkunku, buy Xavi. Yeah, Nkunku will be sold, right? I think Nkunku is going to leave the club for sure. I
Yeah.
don't know where they'll sell Nkunku to. There were talks of Leipzig maybe wanting to sign Nkunku, but we'll see with that. That was just rumors. He can also
Mm.
play with Cole Palmer. Yeah, he can also play. I guess he can play on the wings, right? Xavi Simons. I don't know. Can he play on the wings as well?
He can play on the
So,
left wing. So,
so
but we'll
when
see.
yeah, it depends. Depends if Estavo is not playing well,
Mm.
Gittins is not playing well. Maybe Xavi Simons steps in and adds some quality. We just have to wait and
Mm.
see. We just have to wait and see. Ten Hag is a better coach than Arteta just because of trophies. You see, that's the cutthroatness about football. Football is just like that. If Arteta, with what Arteta has done so far, if Arteta had won a couple trophies, we will not even be having
Mm.
this conversation. We'll be putting him as a top manager,
True.
top
The
manager.
top
That's
manager.
just the
You're right.
cutthroatness about football. I feel like that's why I really want Arsenal going into next season to win a trophy,
Mm.
because it almost feels like all the hard work they're putting in is just, there's no
It's
credit
going
for it.
all no
There's just no
nothing. Yeah.
credit for all their hard work,
Nothing.
because it feels
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't do anything, so
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
right? You're
Yeah.
not a good manager. You're not a good. You guys don't win anything,
Yeah.
but you guys are throwing away. You guys are belittling all the hard
What
work that
of
they're putting in
Luis
as a
Enrique
team
and
and as a
Arteta?
squad.
Who is a better manager?
Of course, Luis Enrique. Of course, Luis
Why did
Enrique.
why did you put it? Of course. Why?
I mean, you look at the combination of everything, right? Because Arteta
Mm-hmm.
Arteta has a style of play, has been able to do stuff. But if you look at Luis Enrique too, he has a style of play. He worked with young players, build them to be the best team in Europe. A manager that's won Champions League
In how
and
long?
and got into the Club
How
World Cup
long?
final
How
is a
long?
top
How long
manager.
did he? How long did he do that?
No longer about a season, right? In about a
Two
season
years.
or
He
two
did it in
seasons.
2 years.
Two
Two.
seasons, yeah,
Two.
2 seasons, yeah, my bad,
That's
two
what we're
seasons, yeah.
saying. 2 years.
Yeah, but it's really
two
last season. It's
years.
really last season that we saw them really step out as a
Yeah,
top
but
team.
the 2 years ago, he was building.
It was building, yeah, it was
Like that
building.
was his
It was
first season.
building.
Was building extra in out in out in out. Now
Honestly
this
speaking,
season,
this is what I'll say. This
saying
this is what I'll say.
improvement, and what's the key thing there? Players really improved.
So are you saying in Arsenal squad players did not improve?
No, no, no.
Players
Players.
improved too at
So
Arsenal.
the way I look at it is when individual players
Mm,
improve, if they improve a little, the team improves a bit, and you can obviously add, and you can keep adding. But
mm,
now, when you have a lot of players, individual players, and they all increase drastically their levels,
mhm,
the team itself is raised to another. I think that's what Enrique did.
mhm.
Every single player in his team improved like extremely, like very well.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you get coupled with his style of play? Right? PSG has a clear style of play. When they play you,
Mhm,
they have a clear style of play. They play that same way.
mhm.
Every single player improved
Yeah. So
very well.
Fabrizio
So
said
that's
it.
what, yeah,
Oh, sorry, coach. Like Fabrizio said in an interview that Garnacho can land at Chelsea at the end of transfer window. Yeah, that is a very high
yeah.
possibility about Garnacho getting there. I don't know if there's going to be some sort of. Initially, we are thinking it was going to be some sort of like swap deal or some sort of deal where like Man U gives Chelsea Garnacho and then Chelsea gives Nicolas Jackson. But then I'm not sure if that was going to happen. So, what do you rate a top manager without a trophy? Honestly
That's it.
speaking, that's
It's
just
hard.
football. That's just football. That's just football.
Yeah,
Like that, and that's why I said Arteta
yeah.
needs to win a trophy next season. If he
So,
doesn't,
so
all the hard work will go to waste, and that's just the
yeah,
truth.
I
Unless
like this comment from
Mhm.
Andrian, right, Fernandez. He said Maresca in phase one, two
Two
trophies.
trophies, yeah,
Ateta in phase seven,
more like phase 5, but
phase
more like
five,
phase
one
five,
trophy.
yeah,
Like
two
that's what
trophies.
I'm saying.
Mhm.
Yeah. And under no, an example is I can pinpoint that Fernandez has really improved under Maresca.
Yeah.
He's really improved under Maresca compared to Pochettino.
Mhm.
His Caicedo was good before, but Caicedo has even improved.
Yeah.
Right? Levi Cowell, he was good before. Levi Cowell has improved. See Cucurella. See football Cucurella is doing. See what Cucurella is doing
Mhm.
now. He's improved. Gusto has been good, right? Which other players? Kopama is just Kopama. Do you get?
I know these
That
players have improved. So are you what I'm trying to say is looking at Arsenal squad, you don't think the squad is solid, players have improved? I
the
feel like this
players.
conversation, we will not have this conversation if Ateta had won trophies. I think this conversation is a thing of Ateta not winning trophies. Does that make him less of a manager compared to the other managers that win trophies? I feel like that's where we're heading in this conversation. And I feel like that's a fact. That because that's his football. Football, if you don't win trophies, nobody rates you. That's the fact. Because like I said,
That's it.
Pep, Pep, plays his team a certain way, systemic type of football, orchestration type of play. But if Pep was
Mm.
not winning trophies, nobody will rate Pep. People will say he's crazy. People will say what
That's
he
why
did
he's
does
the
not
best.
work.
That's why he says one of the best
So
managers in the world
it's
because he
because of the
wins trophies.
trophies. And so that's the
Yes.
problem.
So
But
that's
for
it.
me, I will leave you guys with this. I will never
Mhm.
open my mouth to say Postecoglou is better than Ateta. I don't care
True.
about the other
True.
managers you guys
True.
say are better than
True.
him. That's
True.
arguable. But for a
True.
fact, Postecoglou
True.
saved his career by winning that Europa League. He needed that. He needed
Another
it.
thing you should consider. Another thing you should consider. Why the only reason I would say Ateta is better than Postecoglou
Mhm.
is Ateta is far younger than Postecoglou.
Yeah.
Postecoglou has been a coach for close to 20 something years.
Mhm.
So for Postecoglou to just be reaching this level, Ateta is
Mm.
already operating at that level. Ateta is
Mhm.
obviously better.
And we all know if it was
Arteta would
Arsenal,
Arteta will still win trophies. He's going
yeah,
to win more. It's just once he just needs to overcome that first
yeah.
this wall that is there. Once he breaks it down,
Yeah, Adrian, you're right.
then
Like
you
I,
can
I
go for
truly think
him.
Ateta is overrated in my opinion because he just doesn't have a winning mentality that kills a team.
And I
It's
think
true, like
you know what
if
I
you don't
Kingsley,
win,
I
it's just
think this winning mentality. I
mhm.
don't know how many trophies did he win as a player,
Oh, I
because
see what you're saying. That affects the team.
that affects. You talk about Vincent Company as a player. He's won
Mhm.
so many trophies. I open his listen. He's won so many trophies.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he won more than Ateta
Mhm.
in the short time he was in. So that's also as a player you win trophies. You now become a manager. It helps you
Mhm.
because you know the feeling. You know how do I don't know how to. You've been in a trophy winning. See, Don Carlo as a player he won trophies.
Respect. Non Carlo.
Guardiola as a player he won trophies.
Respect. Yeah.
Luis Enrique as a
Mhm.
player he won trophies.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Right. So
That
that's
possibly
it.
could be it. Possibly could be
Yeah.
it. But
So
we'll
we'll see.
see.
We'll
If
see. We'll
Arsenal if
see.
Arsenal don't win the trophy next season, then we know what it is. Arteta
Then
is
he's
just
not
not
a
a
top
top, he's just
manager.
not a top manager. And let's just call
Yes.
it what it is. This guy might just never win anything. So I think it's very, very important for him to win a trophy going into next season. But what are your final thoughts?
I think final thoughts for me. I'm happy that Chelsea has signed
HATO.
Hato.
Mhm.
Yes. We're waiting on Javi Simons
Yeah,
and probably Garnacho.
yeah.
But the main problem remains. The main problem is still there that I've been talking about.
Mhm.
Without this position being attended to, we cannot challenge for the title.
Mhm.
Even the even Maresca knows.
Yeah.
Maresca next year, I don't think he's going to put us as title challengers or whatever.
Mhm.
Chelsea needs a goalkeeper.
Mhm.
Period. And with comparing coaches and all of that, let's see. We compare who was the first coach we compared with Arteta?
And a
Who was the
slot.
first? Arne
And a
Slot.
slot, yeah.
I think Arne Slot is a better manager than Arteta. I think
Fair.
he is
Trophies
because
matter. Mhm.
they are age mates,
Mhm.
right? And he's done more than him.
Yeah.
Talk of
He's
someone
more
that just
won leagues. He's more won in multiple leagues. He's won multiple league titles.
than him. He
Mhm. He
came to a
actually,
league for the first time. How many
yeah,
coaches, or very few coaches, have won the Premier League in their first season? Even Guardiola did not do it.
yeah. It's impressive. It's very impressive.
Yeah. So that's it. So he's a better manager. Some people can put for the Eric Ten Hag, but I disagree. I don't know if Eric Ten Hag is better than
No, no,
Arteta.
no, no, no.
But with trophies, he's still higher.
Yeah.
He's still higher
Fair.
in terms of
Fair.
trophies. And they are, I
And
don't
I
know if
can
they are
say he came to the Prem and won 2 trophies. He can say that
exactly
with
in
with
2 years.
United.
In two
Yeah,
years,
he can say it. Yeah, he can. He
right?
can proudly say it.
So we don't know, but obviously Ateta is better than Postecoglou. I'm not still sure he's better than Vincent Company, but maybe I'm wrong. Vincent Company is in his second year as a top manager.
Mm-hmm.
His second year as a top manager. So let's see.
Yeah.
Ateta has done 5. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's all for me.
Let's see. So for me, the only thing I'll say is I agree with
Mm,
most of what you said. The only thing that I cannot open my mouth to say is
mm,
Postecoglou being a better manager than Ateta. I absolutely don't agree with it because
mm.
Postecoglou is a manager I've been so mad at because you know
Yeah, I know.
something is not working. The players
I
you have
keep
don't
doing
fit
it.
your style
Yeah,
of play. You keep
yeah,
forcing this to happen, and then when you were desperate, when you
mm,
knew that you needed the trophy, you threw away the style of play and
yeah,
found a way to make things work just to say you won a trophy. I feel like
yeah,
we need to understand winning trophies sometimes doesn't show a clear picture of everything, but in football, sadly, that's the case. Winning trophies
yeah,
matter. If you don't win trophies, if you don't win stuff, then what's the point? You're not a top manager. But
mm,
when a manager finds the balance between style of play and trophies, then we can say that manager is one of the best managers in the world. And that's
yeah,
what you see with managers like Pep, managers like Jurgen Klopp. You see, they have a style
mm,
of play, set style of play, and that style of play, they use that to win. And it goes to what
mm,
people are saying too in the chat that mentality is so important as a manager. Mentality is so important, right? I don't know the mentality in the Arsenal squad. I can't speak on it, right? I'm not an Arsenal fan.
mm,
I don't follow
mm,
Arsenal and whatever they do. But you can see it. If the team doesn't win,
mm,
like I said, Ateta has
mm.
had a trophy winning team in like since 3 seasons ago. This team has been a
Yeah,
trophy winning team, but he's not been winning anything. So going into next season, if Ateta doesn't win anything next season, to me, I just will not rate him as a top manager. But right now, he still has a chance going into this 25-26 campaign. So we'll see what will happen. I appreciate you guys, man. Everybody that joined the stream, Adrian, and everybody that joined. I can't call everybody John Smith, AB,
AB,
every single
SSB.
person.
Yeah,
We're live
yeah.
every single
No
day,
pass.
6 p.m.
Check.
CST. So please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss us when we go live on the way to 3K subscribers. So I appreciate it if you guys can subscribe, grow this community. We talk about football every single day. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll bring up more transfers, preseason conversations, and also maybe some crazy questions. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
See you. Bye.